It's pretty crazy when you think about it. I'm almost looking straight down on, like, that's Route 10, Route 116, which goes to, you can see it over there. It tees with, maybe it's farther over that way. Anyway, yeah, I think it's farther over that way. But the highway is there, so it's somewhere before the highway. I can actually see there's a light over there. That's a gas station. So it's T somewhere in there, that T intersection. There's a railroad before it. There's the main drag through South Deerfield. And that road goes up towards Conway. And yeah, there's that. So looking down on South Deerfield is always fascinating. Like, you've risen 6/10 of a mile, like 600 and something feet. You know, the elevation of this hill is somewhere around 863 feet. I'm probably wrong. Maybe it's 821. Anyway, it rises above the river, Sunderland over on that side, which you don't see quite straight down on. But this cliff edge, the last before bumps farther south. So it's a nice point to stand on, and I'm sure many people have stood up here eons ago and will eons going forward. It's an interesting perspective on the Pioneer Valley, and there are many other points. I believe the Notch is that direction, and to the left there slightly is Norwottuck, and then Round Mountain is beyond. But Norwottuck is another great point to stand on. Skinner, the mountain house, is another great point, but Mount Tom, the ledges of Mount Tom, are another great point to stand on and to look up. And from there you can see into Connecticut easily. Round Mountain over here and Mount Toby on the other side. High points to stand up and look down over the valley. But it's really fun to stand on a very steep point like this one, Sugarloaf South. Look at it from a ways away, because it's the red sandstone that was the base stone of the edges of the Lake Hitchcock, which was this entire valley, which is also known for its dinosaur footprints and remnants and so forth. And somewhere I have a dinosaur egg, where it's an ancient egg. Something was pecking out of it, and something was pecking into it at the same time. Something was about to break out of it, but something tried to get into it. So maybe it was dropped aside. It was left and buried in no more than Amherst, in this area. I often think of hemlock forest, particularly on hills. Hemlock forest as having a lot of ancient history and crystals and other things. And I'm always curious what the makeup. I just heard the police. I'm like, oh, look in on it. I don't want to get too political on here. We all know how I feel about the environment. It's more important than anything else. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my channel and part of the greater collective. Cheers.